Namaste, angels. This is the weekly general reading for the period of today, Sunday, July 4th, Independence Day in the United States. If you're on this side of the world, you may be celebrating, or you may be, like sort of boycotting or protesting, depending upon how you feel about the birthday of the nation. That's all I'm going to say about that, though. This reading will go through the 10th, Saturday, the 10th of July, which is to come. And we're going to get started. So, I was sitting here. Some of you know, like when I'm really on schedule, and in a rhythm, which hasn't been in a while, because I do so many things and I've been involved in so much other stuff. I try to do the readings or have it ready by like Friday or whatever, and maybe even I may even put it up early. So today, obviously, or this week, obviously, it was not ready. I'm doing it on today, the first day for which the reading is. At least I'm doing it in the morning. So I sat down to do it, and I literally, when I turned on my camera, it the time popped up on it and it was 11:11, and I said, okay, so maybe I was meant to do it now. But what does 11:11 mean? I like to try to throw that education in when I can, because I see wrong meanings of it all over the place. So ones in general are about thought and communication, words, and manifestation. That's why, for example, the Magician card in the tarot is card number 1. It's a card that's about manifestation and your ability to be a manifester, a master manifester, almost like a magician, like magic, just by your thought. So that's what ones mean, despite what you may have seen elsewhere. And when it shows up in the form of 11:11, it's basically like an alert, like an alarm, like the universe is saying, hey, you, I know you'll notice this, like a big blinking beacon. You'll notice this 11:11. So that's what I'm going to use this to get your attention. Right now, stop what you're doing and, think positively. Make sure you're thinking positively. If you're speaking, make sure those words that you're speaking over yourself or over the universe, over humanity, are positive, are optimistic, because that is what you will manifest. And contrary to that, if they're negative and your thoughts are negative, your words are negative, that is what you'll manifest. So, on that note, the cards that we're starting with this week are all about manifestation. They're about prayers being answered, wishes being granted, dreams coming true. I dare say already this week is going to be a good week, but just based on the cards that I'm starting with. The Nine of Cups. Now's the time your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that's still to come. Well, how might this happen? Through some sort of assistance that comes to you seemingly like magic. It may be your own manifestation ability that you put to good use that comes to you right when you need it and helps you to draw in what you need. It may be in the form of like an earth angel, the universe using somebody else to, offer you some sort of assistance, some sort of help. It could be financial assistance. It could be wonderful advice. It could be, basically boils down to unconditional love, the way that I read it and the way that I feel the energy. It's somebody doing something for you or some entity doing something for you, just because, right? There's no, with this kind of gifting from the universe, the Six of Pentacles specifically, with this kind of gifting, you do not have to like pay this back. This is given to you and it's free, and it's not connected necessarily to, any work you've done or whatever. It will be connected more so to work you've done, if you want to think of it as work, like on behalf of the universe and your karma or your dharma. Right. Your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts, acquire wise loans, and to receive a grant or scholarship. In return for heaven's blessings, be sure to share the wealth with others through donations of time or money to reputable charities. Also, I believe in people that you just feel support your spirit or serve your spirit well. Feed your spirit. So it could be not necessarily a charity, like we're thinking of a huge entity. It can be, like a spiritual leader, a healer, or just somebody that gives you guidance. Like, oh, well, my friend is very enlightened and she talks to me about this. I'm going to maybe not give her money in terms of paying her, but maybe this week I buy her a gift card, or maybe I ask her if I can take her out to lunch. Maybe I pay it forward in some way. Oh, I took care of this for you already. Like, so whenever you go get, here's a manicure that I paid for in advance or whatever. Go get it when you feel comfortable. It's that sort of thing. If you are blessed with some sort of abundance, to try to pay it forward, not necessarily in the same way. Like if you get a grant if you get a student loan, obviously you can't give somebody, well, not a student loan, like financial aid, something that's free. Although this can come in the form of credit too, like when you think you're not entitled to credit, or my credit score is not high enough or whatever, I'm never going to get it. And it comes through. That's Six of Pentacles energy also. But obviously what I was saying is, if you get something like financial aid or something, obviously you can't share your financial aid with somebody else, but maybe that finance, because somebody else or some other entity, some other energy, because money is energy too, is paying for my schooling. Now I have money in my pocket and I can afford to, again, take you out to lunch or something like that. So that's what this is. And it may involve a Queen of Wands, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone like into those traits or attributes. Talented, brilliant, independent, and charming is she. Don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. Isn't that what we're talking about? You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. So even if there are things that would make you be sort of pessimistic, doubtful, feel separated from, feel some sort of loss or pain over, anguish over, stress over, this is your reminder to hold fast, keep going, not let something like anxiety get the best of you, and change your thought process. Because as long as you can keep up the fight and keep those thoughts positive, something wants to come in. And again, it may involve a fire sign, or there's some sort of fire sign energy, a karmic energy that's around us, perhaps. Maybe the energy of Leo that is fast approaching. A wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, but you'll still want to leap into action and to passionately pursue every possibility. It may have come as a surprise. Why? Because the universe may suddenly send you some sort of assistance that you weren't expecting, but is helpful to you. I mean, I could go on and on. Obviously, we're seeing two aces now. Could be something that involves, a relationship, a new home, more than one ace. I say it, I've been saying it often because it keeps happening in my readings lately. Very auspicious, it just means good things. And it could involve a partnership too. Your vision, creativity, and dedication to your cause have brought you great success. In fact, it may be in your best interest to get a partner to assist you in your endeavors, or to expand the number of people who are helping you. And so this partner may be a silent partner, maybe somebody that you don't even realize you're partnering with, because, it's somebody that sends you assistance. So it could be something that all of a sudden you get something in the mail, it's from a corporation, it is some sort of help, again, it's aid or whatever. Maybe the person on the other end was this fire sign energy, wherever that went, was this fire sign energy. So they are sort of working in partnership with you, but you don't even realize it. And their work is helping you to manifest these new things. So you're on one end, you're wherever you are, focusing on positive things, speaking positive words of yourself, maybe even meditating and, consciously working on manifestation, listening to, tones or mantras and or both, something, or repeating mantras yourself and using different mechanisms for manifestation. And they're wherever they are, doing what they do, like responding. Universe responds to us when we do that. You can expect a windfall of abundance, such as money, timely assistance, a serendipitous meeting, or rewarding advice. You may be offered a fabulous new job or promotion, or the prospect of a profitable business venture or investment. And it looks like I can go on and on. There are more upright cards here, but I'm going to stop there with that. so I can make the point that I was making about how wonderful the cards with which we're beginning are. So with the Rider-Waite deck, we have the Star in reverse, which, the Star in reverse, it might not be as strong as the Star upright, but it's still a wonderful card, still, very good omen. For love, and I'm mentioning love because I didn't say anything about the Two of Wands, but the Two of Wands is also the twin flame card of the tarot. So we just saw that. So it may invite, this, whatever's going on here may involve soulmate relationship, divine union. But the star, in terms of love, again, means very positive things, a lot of growth and movement in your relationship. Can be some obstacles at first. So it could be something to make you feel sort of Three of Swords and to try to get you to slip into Nine of Swords energy and to lose your footing, right? Not be the Seven of Wands, lose your footing, lose your grasp, and start to think negatively, start to doubt and whatever. But if you can fight that off and you can think positively, good things want to come. And you know what? That's not really just for love. It's going to be for all the areas, because in work, or this means that there are a lot of opportunities for you, whether you have a job already. There's new opportunities there for growth or whatever. If you're looking for a job, there's a lot of opportunities for you out there. And, this is really, really good energy for being hired, this week. Like sort of like an answer to your prayers, something comes through. Maybe you applied even a while back and you sort of forgot about it, but now something is coming. It can be like that. In terms of general energy, you should, like, your confidence should be up this week. You should feel inspired about something, and that can help you with manifestation, right? If I feel good in my spirit and I feel that I'm going to be able to reach my goals this week, I mean, that's one step, right, already toward manifesting them. I'm thinking it, I feel it, I'm saying it. That means it can become a reality, right? Our thoughts are a reality, our words are a reality. Our perception is our reality. And followed by this, we have another reverse card. It is the Knight of Swords, which in reverse could be about delayed communication or communication maybe that, you'd rather not get or something, but paired with the star, and they're both the element of swords or air. The star represents the sign of Aquarius. So in that case, I think that they belong together, that they're showing up paired. And this is saying some sort of communication may come in, may be contacted by someone that you want to be contacted by. Page of Wands is another indication of that. Can be definitely, again, connected to work. In terms of the Page of Wands, it can be connected to love or relationship. It may be something that you started or something that was started, something you've been working on, trying to manifest a long time. Even in the 3D, something physical, you could have been, just fighting back on something. I'll use the financial aid thing again. Maybe you've been previously denied and you kept writing back like, no, I'm entitled to this because, and it's, they write back again. Nope, we reviewed it again. You're still denied. And you're like, no, I'm going to hold my position. I'm entitled to this. And now they're finally saying, oh, sorry, you're entitled to it. Here it is, So it's coming in the form of, the message is showing up in the form of the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Star in reverse. But it's happening. Or maybe something that you're trying to seek, or some information you're trying to get, you don't receive the information in its totality, or it isn't all exactly what you wanted to hear, or as fabulous as it might have otherwise been, but it's still nothing dire, nothing for you to, slip into, again, depression or anxiety over. Definitely remain positive, and you continue to draw in other things toward yourself, especially, again, with the Page of Wands upright immediately behind those cards. That's another message of opportunity, right? There's some way for you to take action towards something and to make it happen. And then with the Ascended Master deck, which I was actually guided to, I just saw something, I'm sorry, guided to use these first and sort of solely. I wasn't even going to use the Rider-Waite deck. I was just going to continue to pull from this deck for all the positions that I wanted to do, like the health and the general and the this. And I don't know. Ultimately, I put them all on the table, but this was the one I was moved to use, so I pulled it out. We started with the power of joy and the god Maitreya. And look, it's rainbow. It. My Pride Month just ended. Um, I was told that this month actually is like homeless. Um, how was it worded? Like homeless person's rights. That's not how it was worded, but it was something like that. Yeah, that's the best. That's the most I can remember. Like homeless person's rights month. Maybe it's just in New York. I don't know, but I'd never heard of it before. I was taught or about it. I learned about it yesterday from my friend Shams the Baron, who is also known as the homeless hero here in New York, but he's made national news. He is no longer homeless. Anyway, I'm not going to make this whole thing about Sham, but if you want to look it up and read his story, very wonderful human interest story. He has, and he is a success story. Now he's like on the at least local politics stage with like the mayoral candidates. You know that he's all over the place. Everybody wants to know him and be close to him because he has opened their eyes to the crisis that is homelessness or houselessness, and because your home is where the heart is, right? So you can still have a home even if you don't have a house. Yeah, he's opened eyes and he's shown how we can correct it, and how we can provide housing to everybody. It is a human right how everybody should have a place to lay their head. Anyway, getting way off track, but this is a very positive card. Obviously, it's called the Power of Joy. And the power of joy is something really strong for manifestation. If you're happy and you're like, I refuse to be anything but happy and joyous, I'm going to continue to draw, things that make me happy close to me because that's the energy I'm feeding to the universe. And look, it's twin flame. That's why I said, because of the Two of Wands. So twin flame is right here behind the power of joy. So again, for some of us at least, whatever is making us happy, whatever we're manifesting, may involve a twin flame or soulmate or divine union type of relationship. And it would come out of persistence. So it may have started with a Three of Swords and pain and, whatever. But the idea is to continue to manifest, right? I'm the Queen of Wands and I'm going to make this happen. And that is persistence. And the next upright card, it is the last upright card here, is retreat into nature. Maybe with your partner, with your twin flame, divine union, soulmate relationship person. Maybe that's with whom you're to retreat into nature. Or this can be, obviously for you. But the green man is a card of abundance. Or the green man in general, he is a god, for lack of a better word, of abundance. Okay. I don't usually do that. Spend a lot of time explaining the cards before I do anything else. I usually do the dice first. I'm going to do the dice now. We're beginning with email, buy shoes, and weekend away. Spirit says, yes. Spend money. Maybe you can be comfortable spending money because, again, there's some sort of assistance in answer to your prayers or in reaching of your goals, your dreams coming true. You're going to have what you need. So you can afford to spend money and romantic dinner. And maybe with this twin flame relationship, you'll have the romantic dinner, and maybe that's what's an answer to your prayers. This relationship is coming up in the form of the Six of Pentacles. That's possible too. Again, I said it's about unconditional love, and the ability to both give and receive. and, you know, like freely and without agenda, without looking for something back, just because. So this is like an energy exchange rooted in love. And so very perfect for twin flame union as well. So romantic dinner. And now I'm sort of feeling like going back to my original plan and just using the Ascended Master deck, or maybe clarifying the Ascended Master deck afterwards with these, or vice versa. We're gonna figure it out within the next couple seconds. First, let me put this where I think it might be good. Okay. Yeah, let's use these. I didn't give a shuffle. All right, so let me move this out of the way. Let me give a shuffle in front of you guys. Apollo says focus on your strengths. Pallas Athena says detach from drama. So the god and goddess of war, both of them, were first to show up. Choose peace, Yogananda. Focus upon your strength, detach from drama, choose peace. And maybe work with your crystals. I'd been getting some sort of message about turquoise, and so I looked for a video, and I found very quickly, so I was like, oh, okay, this is definitely what I was meant to do. I found this video by the Native American gentleman talking about the importance of turquoise and our connection to the spirit world and the realm we're in now as opposed to the realm we're in we were in prior. And I saved the video. I think it went to the wrong playlist, so I'm going to have to fix that. But I'll put it somewhere where you guys can see it and watch it too if you want. Or maybe you want to work with or wear turquoise this week. And our overall energy here is going to be clear and shield your energy. Which I think goes along with what we've been saying about... I'm kind of wearing turquoise, the color turquoise, today. I think it goes with what we've been talking about, manifestation, right? You know, if you're thinking about positivity, you don't want to let anything get in and lower your vibration and make you get negative and make you get sad. You're clearing your energy, you're deciding it's positive, you're keeping it positive, and you're shielding it that way. I'm not going to let anything come in and disturb this positivity. All right, so the card this week that will most directly represent us. Wow. It is Peace Offering, White Buffalo Calf Woman. I wonder if it means anything that she was in reverse. So what I'm getting with this, obviously with this card, I mean, you guys that watch me with any kind of regularity know that this card tends to be about death. It's never not been like death in the real life, in the real world, not, you know, not death, the tarot card. That often involves celebrities and or things that are viral, you know, some sort of mass incident. Although we did not see, saw the energy of Aquarius. We had the star. That can be about, you know, some sort of viral or communication, something on the news, something in video. And so this may be what's taking up our attention this week. Also, though, because I almost left out a message that I immediately got. This could be connected to somebody that passed already. And it's tied to the Three of Swords that we saw. Notice how the Three of Swords was beneath the other card. So it's like it's an event that occurred already. And as we move forward, we're manifesting something. So it could be tied to an inheritance that comes through this week. Or you learn of one. So maybe that's why also the Knight of Swords is in reverse, attached to the star. It's something positive. You're being gifted something, but at the same time, I mean, you'd rather not have this person have passed away. They're gone already. So it's news that you rather not get, but it's still good news. And maybe that's why I was meant to go through that whole exercise a moment ago that I normally would not. And I am getting that for the most part, that's what it means this week. So I think that if there is any physical death, which again there's never not been when the card shows up, so I would imagine there will be, that's probably going to be not something that is close to you or touches you and or your family in any kind of way, but something that we'll see like on TV or something, we'll learn about in the news. And we can also take this literally, the peace offering part, tied to like the Six of Pentacles. Again, it's an exchange. So maybe we're giving of ourselves, again, freely to someone else, but it does serve a purpose. We're doing it without an agenda, but it serves a purpose of mending fences or something, even if it is with a stranger. It serves a purpose of like restoring people's belief in humanity, that there are good people in the world when you give something to somebody you don't know. A homeless person. Maybe that's why I was meant to talk about my friend Shams, something like that. So surrounding energy. Find the blessing in your current situation. Yeah, even though the person is gone, for example, for those for whom it applies that way, something good is coming to you. Again, some sort of gift, blessing, answer to your prayers is being facilitated, possibly by somebody that's not here anymore. Maybe a fire sign. An Aries, Leo, a Sagittarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Or this could be the karmic energy of fire. Like, for example, Mars moved into Leo like 2 weeks ago, I believe. So it could be like that. Mars, the planet of action and aggression, making things happen in your life. Could be Jupiter, which is in retrograde. Jupiter, the ruler of the sign of Sagittarius, also tied to the fixed signs, Scorpio, Aquarius, which we saw, the star, Taurus, and Leo. Could be something like that. Find the blessing in your current situation. So that will help you to remain positive about the situation, not to slip into negativity because, of what else the situation entailed. In this case, possibly the loss of a loved one. Maybe even a pet. Doesn't have to have been a person. Could even be a pet that somehow is sending you, maybe not leaving you an inheritance, but sending you some sort of blessing. That pet spirit is bringing you something this week. Work and finance. Oh, nice. Yes. Ganesha says yes. And what that means is, yes, I'm removing the obstacles out of your way. So if you have trouble finding a job, recently, or moving up, or earning what you deserve, or with even your paycheck being right, or your unemployment, reaching you on time, or even getting through on the phone to unemployment, since like the whole country is trying to call and, it's almost impossible to get through. Obstacles being removed this week. Ganesha says yes, right? So he's the elephant that comes barreling through and knocks everything down that's in the way. So the path is clear. How awesome is that? And of course, he's a God of abundance. And then we have love and relationship. Oh, and how wonderful is this? Jesus shows up to say, open your heart to love. So if there's been a blockage there, maybe self-created, because of the pain, because of the Three of Swords that we experienced in the past, maybe at the hands of a fire sign, or again, the fire sign could be us. They could be showing up to say we're the Queen of Wands. We can triumph over this. We can make it even though we've been hurt. Whatever the case may be, either way, as a result, a consequence of whatever you've experienced in your past, maybe you have been closed off. Rather than slipping deeper into that, we're coming forward and moving into a more positive energy and the ability to both give and receive. all things, all energies, including love, right? The highest energy of all this week. And maybe an answer to your prayers. Maybe you've been saying, I wish I could get over this person or this hurt or this thing. I wish I could find a mate. Well, that becomes a possibility now this week when we open our heart to love. Physical health. Stay focused. So maybe focused on those things and disciplined on those things that help us to manifest good health, like proper diet, enough sleep, exercise, not feeling stressed out, right? Not slipping into that negativity and stuff. Staying focused on those things and staying focused on, if we know we have a health, issue, doing what we need to do to move past that health issue, keeping our doctor's appointments, taking our medicine or regimens or treatments or whatever it is, seeing our spiritual advisor if it's something like that, or our holistic healer if it's something like that, seeing our doctor if it's something like that, and staying focused. Remembering to call and follow up if there's something like that. You got to get your results. You got to do this and that. Those are the things I'm getting with this. And lastly, spiritual health. Lou shows up again with persistence. So practice, continued and persistent practice, not like you made one attempt to manifest something and it didn't happen, or you got thrown off your game and so I give up, I don't believe in that anymore. This is saying keeping at it, and really, living it, being persistent, and you will have success. And then again, the cards are all set up for us to have success this week. It just started out with the the perfect energy from all three of the decks that I pulled out. Ultimately, remember to clear and shield your energy as well. That's our overall energy, and you should be able to manifest your dreams and reach your goals, accomplish things you want to accomplish, things you feel inspired to do this week. You should be able to do them. And that turned out kind of perfect. So I think that's going to be our reading for this week, our general reading. If you would like to stick around, I'm going to talk about what else is going on this week in terms of the planetary calendar, or celestial calendar, and the theological calendars, Christian, Judeo, and Islamic. After this, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you're going to leave now, thank you for being here. And for those of you who are going to stay, I'm picking up my laptop. Did you hear it thud on my lap? It's an old dinosaur. All right, let's turn it on. Turning it on, signing in. There we go. Christian calendar. There is one item this week. It is on the 9th, Friday the 9th, which makes sense. You know why? Because it's a feast day of Mary. We've talked about her numbers before, 6, 9, 13. So here it is. On the 9th is the feast day of Our Lady of Itati. So we'll talk about what that's about in a second. There's actually nothing on the Jewish calendar or Hebrew calendar, and nothing on the Islamic calendar, although there will be soon on July 19th, which is the same day that Vesta enters Libra. The Hajj begins. So we'll talk about that, I guess, in next week's reading, probably. This week, we just have Our Lady of Itati. So let's get to it. For that, I brought up just a page from Wikipedia. Our Lady of Itati is, or in Spanish, Nuestra Señora de Itati, is also known as the Virgin of Itati. And it's a Roman Catholic title of the Virgin Mary, whose principal shrine is located in the city of Itati in Argentina. Her feast day is celebrated on July 9th with an anniversary celebration on July 16th. Interesting. Just a week later, she celebrated again. Let's find out the history of that. Okay, so the history. The first Franciscan community settled in the Santa Ana area, also known as the reduction of Yaguari. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's Yaguari. So I think it's Yaguari. These people settled in the year 1528. And the reflection of the Lady of Atati appeared to them 3 times under a rock along a river of the Paraña Basin, which led the Franciscan settlers to build a statue dedicated to the Lady of Atati in the year 1589. Shortly afterwards, local Indians fought against the Franciscans and captured the statue. Then they questioned the precise location of the apparition of the Itati Virgin and claimed to have found another rock from which a bright light and supernatural sound emanated. Franciscans and Indians agreed together on a place for the Virgin and created the new city of Pueblo de Indios de la Pura y Limpia. Oh, this is part of it too. The next part isn't capitalized, so I didn't realize it was part of the name, but I think it is. Concepción de Nuestra Señora de Itati. The shrine played a central role in reducing the water currents of the region, which enabled settlements to be built. According to legend, the wooden representation of the Virgin Mary saved the life of 17th century Jesuit missionary Luis de Bolaños, known for his attempts to convert the natives to Catholicism. It is also said that the Virgin intervened in a battle between 2 native tribes, resulting in the victory of the tribe with the conqueror's aid. On July 16th, in the year 1900, the Shrine of Our Lady, so another 19 also, the Shrine of Our Lady was granted a canonical coronation, so it was like made like a saint and a celebration, under the pontificate of Pope Leo the 13th. Again, 13 for Mary, who proclaimed that the statue as the patron saint of Corrientes and creating the Diocese of Corrientes in 1950, which equals 6. A basilica to enshrine the image was built with one of the tallest domes in South America. And that's the story of Our Lady of Itati. Now, if I was going to give my feelings about the story, it sounds like, as the Bible indicates, God finds people from all corners of the world and has experiences with them all and will bring them all to his word. That's what it says. It says that no languages are needed. You know, the Holy Spirit has the ability to speak in tongues, right? In of all people. And it sounds like both Native Americans and these Franciscans, who I guess were from Argentina, were both shown a vision of Mary. Yet they go on to talk about how one of the people involved tried to convert the natives to Catholicism. Why? They didn't need Catholicism. They were experiencing Mary without Catholicism. So this is something that we have to, come around to as well. Understanding that we don't have to try to push our beliefs on other people. God has a way of, God with a capital G, even if we consider ourselves gods and goddesses, has a way of reaching everybody. And there's only one God. Anyway, I get off my soapbox and go on to what else we have. And actually, all else that I have to tell you is that on July 9th at 9:16 p.m., there will be a new moon in Cancer, 18 degrees Cancer. So another 9. It's happening on July 9th, and 18, of course, equals 9. So that may be significant. It's at 9:16 p.m. In the evening. And of course, I'll do a separate reading for that. So that'll be the end of our general reading, and I'll come back with love a little bit later. Namaste.